That's because this bay is surrounded by glaciers all around. Okay, and the big glacier is in front of the ship. Just it's called Gregory Glacier. It is so big and releasing so much ice that we have never been able to drop it from flow.
Hold on, hold on.
Always see it in the distance.
Jonathan.
That's the big one there. And so all this ice is released by the glacier, all the icebergs that are calving. It's called debris of glacial ice floating. We call this mix of ice floating here, we call this brush ice, B-R-A-S-H. And in this brush ice, we have also another kind of ice. And this is sea ice. We have sea ice from winter that has not melted yet. I'm going to show you right now, like here, this one there. So you see just right here an ice flow. So an ice flow is a piece of sea ice and it can reach different size. The size of a zodiac, like this one, it can be several kilometers square or miles square. So this is a piece of frozen ocean. So the ocean freezes here in winter and is melting in summer. So now it is summertime, so the last pieces of frozen ocean are left deep inside the bay and they are breaking off due to storms and they drift away and they melt. And so of course this layer of thin sea ice are covered with snow. So what you see on top of it, this is just snow. And the rest is just debris of ice coming from land. So you have, let's say, two kinds of ice coming from the sea and the one coming from land. So we could call that land ice and sea ice to make the difference. Now, which is interesting here, in front of us, just right there, snow a little bit everywhere, like this here, or this here. What you see is land ice, so glacial ice coming from land, debris of iceberg and debris from glacier, that are all packed together, forming like a pancake. See that? Like this, like this one here. See? It forms like a pancake. Why? Because in winter time, the glacial ice here will freeze. The sea ice will freeze in between, and that's going to take everything that is inside. So you will have sea ice with inside the sea ice debris of glacial ice, of land ice. And this is exactly what you have there. This brown thing. So, yeah. This one and it's all around the zodiac. This is what you have. So let's analyze.
The outer one is
What?
the outer one,
Yeah.
the sea ice or the inner one?
So everything is here a mix of sea ice and land ice. One is transparent and this one is white. Why?
No,
Inside there is some sea ice.
No.
How old is this?
A few thousand years, maybe a few tens of thousands.
this is a few thousand years, you say? This size?
Yeah.
This is a fresh one, you mean?
No. Not necessarily. So white is one white and the other one transparent.
This one is from the snow, the other one is from the sea.
Both are from the snow. Both come from glacier, so from
Yeah.
accumulation of snow. But you're getting there.
This is the bottom, this is top.
Ah, So something like that. So pay really close attention to what you can see with your eyes through the ice.
It's
The
a
one
bubble.
which is transparent, what do you see inside?
Bubble.
Bubbles, yes. The one which is white, what do you see inside?
Nothing. Also, it's
You also see some bubbles.
Yes, also bubbles. Exactly. But what's the difference in the bubbles?
Very fine, small.
Yes. And how many do you have?
countless.
Yeah, I don't want to
I
count.
think
Not enough fingers.
the more they condense.
Exactly. There are not enough fingers to count the bubbles in this one. So in this one you have so many bubbles.
Uh-huh.
There are so many that since each bubble reflects the light,
Uh-huh.
and since the light is white, that piece of ice looks white. It's like if you take sparkling water and you shake it, it makes a lot of foam and it looks white because each bubble reflects the light. So you see here all the tiny, the thousand and thousand and thousand of mini bubbles. So the more bubbles you have, the more white it looks. The less bubble you have, the more transparent it looks.
Ah, okay.
Okay, and why do you have less bubble here? This is what you said, because it comes from deep inside the glacier. So how does this form? It is snowing, snows,
Fluffy.
snows. And at specific location, very high in altitude where it is cold enough, or maybe low altitude but close to the polar regions like here, in summertime the snow doesn't melt. So what happens the following winter, the following winter you will have the same layer of snow, but it's going to snow on top of it. Potentially after thousands of years, the layer of snow is so thick that it's very heavy, and the snow which is under will be compressed and compacted under its own weight. And within the snow, the fresh snow, the one you like for skiing, you have 80% of air. This air will be trapped inside the snow as the layer is deeper and deeper, it becomes more dense and the proportion is reversed. Very deep, you have 80% of snow and 20% of air, sometimes even less. So what happens, the air is trapped into bubbles. This is what you can see here. And the snow is so compressed that it transforms into ice. And this is what you have there. This is ice due to thousands of, tens of thousands of, hundreds of thousands of years of snow accumulation. And so if it is very deep, the bubbles are so tiny, they are so small that you can't see them with your naked eyes. You would need a microscope or something very, very small. Okay? And it looks very, very transparent. So the density of ice is not constant. This is more dense and this is less dense. This is more transparent, this is less transparent. This comes from deep inside the glacier, this comes from maybe a bit more above. Yeah. And then, because this ice is very heavy, so 1 cubic meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, or 3 feet, 3 feet, 3 feet, weighs about 800, 900 kilograms. So it's very heavy. Water would be 1 ton, 1,000. So it's a bit lighter than water. This is why it is floating. And it is flowing down along the bedrock and the valley, and then it breaks and reaches the ocean, and it forms pieces of ice floating. A piece of ice coming from land which is floating, we call this, how is it called? A piece of glacier breaking off. An iceberg, yes. An iceberg. Haha, that's very So an iceberg means, that's the meaning, the direct meaning coming from Scandinavian. Isberg means mountain of ice. So mountain of ice, an iceberg that you can see there is this, but bigger. But the ice is exactly the same, it's just the size which is different. When an iceberg breaks or a glacier calves, of course you have a lot of small debris big like this. We start talking about an iceberg when you have the part which is above the waterline, which is at least 5 meters high or 15 feet high. That would be called a small size iceberg. 12 meters is medium, 42 meters or 120 feet, it's large iceberg. Below you have Bergibit, Growler, and this is brush ice cube, whatever. So all of this is called brush ice. So this is floating, okay? And when the sea is freezing, it can compact and
Crush
glue this
together.
together, okay? And this is what you have seen before.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a pancake there.
We join together.
Yes, yeah, like this one here.
side is
Right.
crystal, one side is a
Yeah,
ice.
so here you have pieces of glacial ice that are glued together inside the sea ice.
So pretty.
Going around. Yeah, sure.
So underneath the
Huh? What?
Yeah, she wanted to try it.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. So if you taste this first, you need to clean it from salt water because it's floating in the sea. So not yeah, you can clean it or just lick it if you want.
Just
but
be
then
careful,
if you eat,
don't
it's
fall
going to be
into
completely
water.
sweet. This is sweet. Yeah, this is fresh water. This is snow accumulation. Both of them. It comes from the snow, so it's drinkable.
It's a little bit salty, but it's because of
Of course.
the water that I
Okay,
used to
try.
wash it.
You need to like take it.
Oh yeah. 冇味㗎喎，
水嚟㗎嘛。
即係飄下。
ice. You have more or less 4 or 5 times the same weight or volume underwater. So here we see very well the keel, which is the bottom part of that growler. This is called a growler due to the size. But try to imagine the iceberg in front of us. That's a large iceberg. You have also 4 or 5 times the same mass. That's impressive. iceberg on the right
Yes.
is connected to the iceberg on the left. It is one iceberg. You understand?
Okay.
It is connected under.
Can you tell? What can you tell from here?
See
From
the
here,
shadow
two,
or
two things. In between,
Yeah.
you see that the color of the water is turquoise.
You mean very green?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
dark?
Yeah. So that's the reflection of the foot of an iceberg. Second, in between, I can see a small wave. You see that? And that small wave is uniform from left to right, which means that there is an obstacle, a reef under. But here there are no rocks, no reefs. So the only obstacle is the ice which connects both pieces.
Oh, he's parked. Any whale evidence?
We saw some whale on approach. We made an announcement from the ship, but
Yeah, I mean here.
what can you do? Yes, crispies. Yeah, pop, pop, pop. Exactly. What are the pop, pop, pop? What is it?
The air in
The
the
air.
ice.
Yes. The air from where?
Ice.
Yes. How old is the ice?
I don't know, 50 years?
thousands of years.
Thousands of years. So how old is the air coming out?
I don't know.
Thousands of years.
Yes. Okay.
Ah, okay, hold on, let me deep breath.
I don't know. Do you want to breathe the old air?
Yeah, why not?
It's going to be much cleaner than nowadays.
Yeah. I know.
Exactly.
So this air has been very important because, of course, if you find a piece of ice which is, let's say, 20,000 years old, and you make it melt and study the air which is trapped inside, by studying the air, you can tell the temperature of the atmosphere, you can take the concentration of gases, the composition of the atmosphere at this specific time. So when the glaciologists start taking pieces of ice from all around the world
Ice.
and all ages, they are capable to build the history of our atmosphere. This science is called paleoclimatology, to rebuild the climate of the past. And this is how we know that in the past we had warmer periods, colder periods, just by studying this ice. And that's, you understand that? That's very important.
It's very salty.
You understand? Yeah.
No, it's just outside. Inside is just like, how do I say?
Now it's much better.
Yeah, like mineral water.
Just right behind you, you missed it. Jonathan, the beautiful lady has a question for you.
What? Sorry?
She has a
I have a
question.
question. Why is it like here we have no waves, and then just next to us there are so like small waves there? What makes the difference?
Yeah. The difference is the wind. Look at here. You see behind this ice, there is no more wind.
Yeah.
And behind a little bit again. So by reading the surface of the water, I can tell where you have winds, how much wind you have, and the wind direction.
That's like a bubble.
Yeah. Well spotted.
And we
So if you're on the right hand side, you can stand up. Stay quiet. So you see that the whale has left something at the surface of the water. So the whale is so fat that it leaves behind at the surface some oil from the skin. And as oil is a bit heavier than water, not heavier but more viscous and lighter, it floats and forms this light color. Now I'm going to switch off the engine and we're going to wait for. So she has not decided to skim 2-3 times before diving. Oh, I can't wait to wait here anyway. The surface of the water and just fold the wing to catch something just at the surface. So that bird will not dive, just try to grab a little shrimp or fish at the surface. Right here. This time I change side. If you're on starboard side on the right, you can sit down.
躺下来。
Does it happen a lot?
Look at the iceberg. You see now, it went back to its position. You see the weights moving now? It's sinking on the left.
Oh yeah.
It's bouncing back and forth very slowly because the mass is gigantic. Now it's going to go up again on the left hand side. If you look carefully.
Anything fall down again?
It's just right there. Now look at the iceberg again. You see? It went up again. Look at the left hand side.
Yeah, no, it basically.
Too many activities.
one more time. I want to see you very close to it.
Like playing the game, you know, the cat and the mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, can we stay here for the night? Please, please, please. Oh my god, it's just right in front of us.
It listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that whale is not very curious. So some of them would come intentionally to the boat. This one is not the case.
Yeah. Make the whale call.
You see the pectoral fin through the water. You see the pectoral fin? You see, yeah, they're all white. So the whale just right here.
15 meters.
I'm keeping the whale to port. It's coming up. Here we go.
I love you.
Zodiac,
my
you got
God.
everything.
Don't want to, but I will
That's a
behave.
secret fight, you see. Secret base.
Should be nearby.告诉船长不要离开这里。告诉船长今天不要离开。
有山体了。Let's stay here probably.
Are we leaving today? We stay here? Don't leave. We leave?
I saw the country, right?
Pet whale, first of all.
Can you guys pick me up tomorrow?
自己看看亲眼看到就好。是差不多。听到声音你已经满了。
对啊，对啊，对啊。
Oh, is that a wave caused by the? No, I say, if whether it's the wave that.
Okay.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank
You're
you.
the best.
It was a great 1 hour. We see just about everything.
Jonathan, you're the